welcome to Indie Film Cafe. Squeak your monkey. I'm your host, Jonathan Mooney. I'm also aka the Blu-ray Hunter, and I'm here with
Paul Aperzenza, known as the Moo Cow, who is always ready to squeak his monkey.
Okay.
And I'm James McAdoo, untitled.
All right, untitled. He doesn't have like an
Outstanding.
AKA.
Yeah.
Yet. You know, who knows? After this stuff, he may try his own show.
The bearded
Oh,
curmudgeon.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
Curmudgeon. Oh, okay.
I don't know what that means, but okay. All right, moving on.
So,
Yep, you go.
we got our monthly haul here for stinkers and or other DVDs. So I finally did a little trolling, and I came up with a few bits and pieces, bits and bobs. And so, first thing we got here, Banditas. So that looks like supreme silliness. So that is Selma Hayek and Penelope Cruz. And
Ooh.
yeah, they're like half naked with guns. So who's not going to like that? And I believe that is a Luc Besson production. And I think he writes it as well. So
You wrote it with
Yeah.
Robert Mark Kamen.
there you go.
who
And I
know-
love Luc Besson. So, you know, there's a good chance, in addition to being, you know, instead of being a stinker, that this is actually kind of a fun movie. I had never heard of it.
Robert Mark Kamen, I believe, is the writer of Karate Kid.
Oh,
if I'm
there you
correct.
go.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Something you love. So there you go. It's got some pedigree.
Audio commentary by Selma Hayek and,
There you go.
and Penelope Cruz. Awesome.
Definitely pedigree, but mostly it's hot chicks with guns. And so how could you not? How could you pass that up?
I mean, both of them together, like,
Seriously.
sounds awesome to me.
So I saw that, and then I ended up going to a couple of thrift stores and getting a couple of real cheapies. And we have next The Breed.
Oh, boy.
So werewolves with let's see here, Tamron. Gosh, I can't remember her name. The chick from Orange Is the New Black, whom I really like.
Michelle Rodriguez.
Michelle Rodriguez is in there.
Tara Manning.
Tara Manning, that's who I meant. Yeah, I love Tara Manning.
Eric Lively, one
There
of the
you go.
Livelies.
One of the many livelies, the lively people.
Lively people.
And it's definitely some kind of werewolf critter kind of a thing. So, and there's also chicks in bikinis. You gotta like that.
Gotta love that.
Always a plus. So we shall.
Flesh-eating wild dogs.
Yeah, there you go. So should be fun.
Oh, it's a Wes Craven production.
Yeah. I don't think he does much else other than, you know, probably put up the money, and that's about it. I don't know who Nick Mastrandrea is. I've never heard of him. I don't know if you know him or not. But
Never heard of him, but
thought I'd give it a
that
chance.
movie sounds fun.
98 cents. Come on, can't beat that with a stick. Second, we have something called Vampires: The Turning, and I believe that that's a Korean film. I'm not 100% sure. Yep. So looks like Asian guys with swords and vampire teeth. Gotta like that.
Is it? It's got Meredith Monroe from Dawson's Creek in it.
Oh,
so
there you go. That's cool.
Marty Weiss is the director. I don't think it's very Korean.
I may be wrong.
Maybe it's American, filmed in Korea.
Could be. I don't know much about it. I just saw it there and said, "This looks like right up my dark, scary alley," so I snagged it.
Stephanie Chow. So it does have some Asian to it. So
All right. And then the last one of this group is another 4-pack, and it is the Vamps 4-pack.
Oh, man.
oh good lord.
So you know it's always going to be good. So what do we got there? Vampire Streets.
The steaks.
Steaks?
Yeah, vampire steaks.
Oh, Vampire Steaks. Yum, tasty.
Not like that steaks.
Yeah, they like
steaks
them
to
really
stab
rare.
Oh, yeah.
people. Oh, my God.
Serpent's Eye.
Vulture's Eye.
Oh, Vulture's Eye. Okay, yeah.
Do you want me to read it?
Yes, please. I don't have my glasses.
Oh,
Clearly.
It's got the Abomination, the Evil Maker 2, which
There you
is
go.
Stephanie Beaton's movie, I believe. It doesn't say her name though.
The series we all know and love.
Can't say names.
Yeah,
It's verboten.
I thought she did that, but anyway, and The Darkness, which is
This Darkness, I think it is.
The Darkness.
Oh, it's The Darkness?
Yeah, you need glasses, brother.
Genetic engineer Dr. Van Helsing.
There you go.
A genetic engineer, Dr. Van Helsing,
Okay.
discovers the secret to immortality.
Of course he does.
Though his world is ravaged by true blood vampires. True blood vampires, seriously.
Oh,
Wouldn't the
boy.
secret to immortality be being a vampire?
Yeah.
Or something to do with Sookie Stackhouse.
You don't need genetics, right?
Yeah, you just,
like you
get
just
a
tell somebody
to the
bite
neck.
you
Yeah.
in the neck.
You're a vampire.
It's a lot simpler than that, Doc.
Should he? Hold on. This actually is crazy. So the Lord of the Undead makes a pact with the young doctor. Make a bride for me, one as perfect as I, and I shall show you wonders this world has never seen.
Isn't that Frankenstein?
Shadows haunt the doctor when a hot young student enters his lab, and the line between ethics and curiosity are crossed. And so apparently our movie or books, are
Distractor.
crossed.
Why can't he make his own bride?
As bloodshed fills the halls, the battle between good and evil begins. Should he believe the promises of the vampire, or is he creating another
A
Antichrist?
second one.
Another Antichrist.
Well, Justin Bieber was bad enough.
I know. What
Can
the
I-
hell? What is that? That's like the worst
Yes.
writing.
Also,
Yes.
if you look at the years,
Okay.
it's 2003, 2004, 2003, 2003. They
Yes,
all
yes,
came
yes.
out.
Who put this out? Brentwood Home Video.
Yeah.
Brentwood. If you wrote
What in
that,
the world?
you need help. Or if they wrote it for you, the people who made it, then this movie is going to be bad.
Well, that's the hope anyway,
I
right?
know, it's a stinker.
I know. So,
Ugh.
so that's 4 of mine. What did you get?
Okay, my 4 only. Then he has, 3 more?
Right.
So, my only 3 movies that I got, and I got a book. So, we're going to be working, hopefully, with a young, a gentleman named G. Larry Butler.
Yay!
We can't wait to work with him.
Al Purplewood in the flesh.
Yes, and he wanted to show me some movies that I could see of his, other than Double D Avenger, which we absolutely loved. I was very surprised because I remember watching it once and not liking it, and so the second time I watched
fun.
it, I had more fun. And so this movie we're going to review, but I'm going to give you a spoiler alert. I loved it. I absolutely adored it. It was the cutest movie I've ever seen. Of like indie, like and it's got nudity, like throughout it. So,
There you go.
can't go wrong with that.
That's always a
Naked monsters.
Frankenstein versus the Creature of Blood Cove. Like I said, I should have got him to sign it. Why didn't I do that?
Oh, seriously, it was an opportunity missed.
I know, you sent it to me. Like, what the fuck was I thinking? All right, anyway.
He'll be
or not thinking.
Hopefully, we'll be working with us. So
Yeah, hopefully
yeah,
I
you
can
get
get
him
him
to
to
sign
sign
it
all
then.
ours.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to buy the Double D Avenger eventually.
as you should.
As I should. And you should see that movie. It's,
The Double D Avenger?
yeah.
Oh yeah, we got to get you to see that. You'll
Is
love
it
it.
like a Toxic Avengers ripoff or?
With
No.
boobs.
Oh, okay.
Not, yeah. I don't know. It's a superhero movie with a chick who is should not be showing off her stuff, and then it's just so goofy.
She should be a nice grandma somewhere, but she's not.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a grandma,
Yeah.
and stuff.
gotta
and
give it to Gilfs, man.
I
That's-
know.
Oh Lord.
But I
it's
loved
dark.
her as Kitty Navitat, and God bless her heart. She really tried everything that she
Oh,
could
dear.
with this movie. But the director William Winkler, who did this movie, also apparently did all the stunts for her as
Oh.
well in drag.
It's hysterical, man. It's
That's
just
pretty great.
so good.
Oh, good lord. Anyway, that's a whole nother movie and a whole nother thing. So, so next, we got a movie that Shane West, Bijou Phillips, Rick Gonzalez, and Noah Segan were in. That was directed by a guy named Roger Grossman. It's called What We Do Is Secret.
I have that. It's a biopic on the germs.
And my
Darby
my
Crash.
friend Vittorio told me that this is an amazing movie, and I told him that if for some reason I don't enjoy it or something, because sometimes I don't like the same stuff that Paul likes and the same stuff that he likes, and I don't even know who the germs are.
Oh,
So
dear.
what I might do is I might end up giving this to him since he doesn't have a copy of it. But I do want to watch it first, then I'll give it to him. And I haven't opened it yet, as you can see. Got it for $1 at the Dollar Tree. Figured, I was like, well, I like Shane West, who used to be like this big up-and-comer guy back in the 90s. He did like A Walk to Remember with with Mandy Moore and did a ton of other movies. And I thought this dude was gonna blow up. He had like teen, he's like kind of a teen heartthrob kind of thing. Then he kind of fizzled out, and I guess he either didn't like the fame he was getting or whatever, or just didn't. Or he just somehow or another, like somebody else came along, James Franco, somebody else.
It's always
kind of
somebody
came
else.
along and kind of took it away, but he's still busy doing stuff. I just don't watch a lot of the stuff he's doing. So I will check this out. Also, really,
Bijou
Phillips from Bully and a ton of other movies. She was just excellent in Bully. I loved her in that. And so, have you ever seen Bully?
Larry Clark,
No.
we got our eye on
Another
you.
video game.
We're going to be covering some of your movies, trust me.
Not Gummo. Well, you didn't do Gummo, but fucking Harmony Korine. God damn that guy. Guy sucks. I hate
I
her.
love Gummo.
I like Bully. And I like
Bully was
kids. And then,
I got others to show you.
anyway. So, what we do is secret. Next. This is another, like, independent, kind of movie with, like, a bunch of people that are big. And it's kind of funny because Shiloh Fernandez and Noah Segan,
that Eva
I
Green?
believe both were in Dead Girl, if I'm right.
That is Eva Green.
Eva Green.
Oh, I love Eva Green.
So Greg Araki's White Bird in a Blizzard. I've never seen this.
Sweet.
I've heard this movie is crazy, and not your typical kind of thing. I love Shailene Woodley. I have a huge crush on her. I've loved her ever since ever since I saw her in what was that movie? She was in this. It was her. I am not going to remember it. So she was in this movie about this alcoholic guy played by Miles Teller, and they had this like scene together, or these scenes together, and she was just so adorable. And I was like, I love this girl. And then I found out like she was famous, like, doing stuff I never watched. Like she does.
As they do.
It's not the Maze Runner movies or anything, right?
I haven't seen any of those. I couldn't
Me
tell you.
either.
Anyway, she's been in a bunch of stuff. And so the director is Greg Araki, who did like Mysterious Skin, Smiley Face. He did like Nowhere, The Doom Generation.
Oh, yeah,
Which if
yeah,
you ever
yeah,
seen
yeah.
that movie is fucked up. It has like one of the best scenes in the world where a guy chops off some guy's head at a convenience store and the head starts talking to him. Like, it's so weird.
As it happens.
Yeah, apparently in a Greg
Totally
Araki
normal.
movie. So this movie has Shailene Woodley, Eva Green, Christopher Maloney from freaking SVU, Shiloh Fernandez from Evil Dead, and I think he was in Dead Girl, if I'm correct. Gabori Sidibe, I've never heard of her, or he, I don't know. Can't tell from that name. Thomas Jane and Angela Bassett.
Thomas Jane's in there too.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
The
a
Punisher.
huge cast, man. Like, huge cast. And, like, this movie is not what you would, seem to
And did you
expect
say
from
Angela
these people.
Bassett?
Angela Bassett.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll have
So,
to check that out.
Well, there
Well
it goes.
done, sir.
There's
Well
the
done.
stack.
all right. Well, anyway. At last, I got a book. And I wouldn't have got it had Paul not pointed it out to me because I wasn't paying attention to books. Literally, I look over there and I go, movies! And I'm just all looking at movies. And I'm like, ah. And then he was like, isn't this your favorite actor, and stuff? And it is Neil Patrick Harris with Choose Your Own Autobiography. It is amazing. Like, each chapter will end to get famous, turn to page 46.
That's funny.
To get laid, turn to page 78. Let me look at another one. To experience the wonder that is made for television, that is the made-for-television movie, turn to page 89. To attempt to embark on a stage career, turn to page 998. To return to LA and make another push to star on the big screen, turn to page 124.
That's cute.
It's so amazing. Like it's so cute. I love it, and I'm a huge Choose Your Own Adventure fan. I grew up
those
on
are
that.
classics.
So I've not seen the what?
Goosebumps books?
No. The Choose Your Own Adventures. They're these books that basically just like that. You turn to like, go save the princess or
Yeah.
go
Goosebumps.
have a Coke.
Goosebumps had a similar
Oh.
line of books that
Oh,
was
did they?
just like that. Yeah.
Oh wow, I did not know that. Well, interesting.
cool.
Well,
I
I'll
didn't know
have
that the other there was another book series that did it actually.
Yeah, no, they did it first. So
Yeah,
they,
it's usually
Yeah, as soon as it
Goosebumps
happened,
stole
yeah.
it from them. So anyway, that's cool. Like anyway, I like that. I was very happy to find
Just
it.
goes to show you what you can find at a dollar store, huh?
Yeah, it was $1 for Neil Patrick Harris autobiography, and
Oh wow, only $1 for that?
what? Yeah, only $1. Yeah, and it was just a cute little thing. It's something I'll probably read sometime, just to because I. Like he does not like you don't like what's that Doogie Howser, right?
No, I hate Doogie Howser.
Yeah.
Fucking
And
hated it.
I always thought Doogie Howser was kind of goofy and funny and whatever, like at times, and very serious at times too. It was like it was a real show trying to be.
So for a good while, I did not like Neil Patrick Harris, and then of course, as time goes on and you see him in other things, and you just see he's just such a massively talented person, and he's really really good. And of course, Dr. Horrible, clinched it for me. I've come to appreciate him a whole lot more, and so at some point I wouldn't mind reading that myself.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You should have got your own copy.
Yeah, well, at some point, I'll choose my own autobiography.
Yeah. So there
I'll
you go.
turn to page 77.
All right, good.
So my last group is a couple of odds and bits that I found, and it's just kind of weird. So I'll just bring them out. Movie called Lucy, and I'm just going to sit here and tell you the only reason I'm got that is because I'm a slavish Scarlett Johansson fan. I'm sorry. ScarJo is I just think she's gorgeous and
I'm not the
amazing,
only one who says it. Yes.
fabulous. I'm gonna pretty much if she's in it, I'm gonna buy it. I'm sorry. Morgan Freeman's in there too apparently, and apparently she's running around with some guns, shooting people, and being awesome and just looking sexy. And
Is this the one where like she merges with something?
it could very well be she could be playing a waffle for all I know.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna watch. Sorry, anything with Scarlett Johansson.
I think I am gonna buy it
Sorry.
on 4K because I've heard the 4K does look extremely amazing for it.
Any
so.
with Gillian Anderson, Scarlett Johansson, Alison Brie, Alison Hannigan.
Any Allisons?
I'm pretty slavish when it comes to those ladies, and I can't help it. So then I got this popped in for free. I was over at Second and Charles, and I go rifling through the free bins every now and again, and somebody put season 2 of Downton Abbey in there. I was
wonder
like,
why.
wow, that's cool. I like Downton Abbey.
I mean, I wonder why, because like literally it's a whole season.
I
and
know.
Was
So
it scratched off?
no, it's fine. So I'm gonna have to get because I've seen the first couple of seasons. I'll be honest. After the I forget the actress's name, but the red-haired chick who was in Game of Thrones, she was in season 1. After she left, I was kind of all right. Well, I love Maggie Smith in it. She's really, really the best part of that whole show.
Right.
And I've actually not seen the last 2 seasons, so I figured this is a good way for me to go ahead and just get the whole series, and I'll have the whole thing complete because it was pretty cool. It was nice. I liked it. But for free, you can't beat that with a stick. You know what I mean? So,
Well, you can, but
Well,
I mean,
you
that'd
can.
be hard.
and then to top it all off, this is a movie that I had and then I lost and I reacquired after a long, long time. It is my favorite Nicolas Cage movie of all time, Vampire's Kiss. It is balls to the wall, off the rails, insane.
We gotta
this
show Jen
performance.
this movie.
Yes, we're definitely going to show
I've never
this.
seen it either. So
Oh my God.
I'll wait for it. I'll wait for us
The
to do it before I watch
greatest
it.
performance by an actor ever. It's just unbelievable. If you've ever seen those clips where they're showing Nicolas Cage kind of going crazy, most of that comes from
movie,
Vampire's
yeah.
Kiss. It's just a fabulous movie. And Maria Conchita Alonso in there, and for a hot minute she was real famous in the 80s. And it's funny because
But not now.
it's
No,
being
not
it's
anymore.
being
She's gone.
packaged as a dark comedy. I remember when this came out, I saw it in the theaters. It was not being presented as a dark comedy. It was just kind of like this weird indie film, and it just so threw me for a loop. And it was just so weird. It's like, God, how do I react to this? I don't know what to say. But it was a lot of fun and just crazy, and just the force of Nicolas Cage's acting in this is just a tour de force. You got to see it. A lot of fun.
Definitely will check that out. I think we'll have to do
I think it's going to
feel like
show
it's
up.
the IFC.
It's going to
episode.
show up at Indie Film Cafe this season. I'm sure
Yeah.
of it.
Well, that's it.
All right.
We picked up our things and we showed everything that we got last month in January. So who knows what we'll get in February? I haven't.
Who knows?
I haven't even figured that out yet. I haven't bought anything since yet.
And the wells that I usually go to buy stinkers are drying up. There's just not much out there DVD wise. The places that normally carry them, there just isn't much out there anymore. Even Second and Charles, I've really overfished that hole. There's just not much really going on there. It's been harder and harder to find DVDs. What are you gonna do? It's a
are you gonna do?
It's a dying platform, unfortunately.
He was talking about that earlier and stuff. It is kind of sort of a dying platform, so whatever. Can't do much about that. We've had our discussions about it and stuff. We'll probably have more eventually. We prefer DVDs and Blu-rays over streaming, but then again, I'm one of those suckers who will buy all the streaming sites and stuff and watch them on my Roku because I just want to see as many movies as I can.
I totally understand, but I need to have it in my little fingers. I need to own it and caress it and keep it next to me and talk to it and
Ew.
sing it lullabies.
I'm not touching that ever again.
Yeah, that's gonna go in the burn pile.
Oh. All right, guys. I guess that's a wrap on this episode. Thank you guys so much for checking us out. Check
Yep.
us out on indiefilmcafe.reviews. Also, check us out on Sick Flick Productions, where we're going to be doing a lot more movies and stuff. And then also in April, watch out for supernaturalaassassins.com.
Yay.
So there's a lot of stuff going on right now.
All right, so we finally hit the end.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.